Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Oregon State Beavers return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nowhere to go. The ball's
They get niggas just stop me.
Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Miami. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Perkins. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play at Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I can.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. That's not getting a thing done on first down. It's second and long from the 24. makes a connection. Tripped up for the tackle. The Beavers in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get wide open. He makes the catch. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field and they'll have their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but
he lost one down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time.
Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting first downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal, trying to hold it to a field.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass.
Wow.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Beavers hit it quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got his man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Dances away. He wants it all. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll just keep slinging it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops on and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's got an open man. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10.
Damn, he was mad.
The defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes... Turning to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's on the 18. It's second down and 9. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Delgado. He gets it all the way
y'all get confused.
5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Oh, y'all got confused.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position. Not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Going to the draw. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, come on now. O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20.
Nobody can catch this Steven.
And
Like,
with
come
the
on, fuck
interception,
me.
he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Put your ball out there, man.
Just trying to get some tips. Break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's all I'm trying to do.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Unloads it.
Wow, man.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double
What the
coverage.
fuck was that?
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much
Right,
better
that
job.
nigga just logged that hoe up there. I didn't even...
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Right on target this time.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense.
Oh, baby.
They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close to them.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Made a defender miss. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through.
Wow.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've already already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been injured. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time.
I need some time, y'all. That's all I need, some fucking time.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the field goal unit is on the field. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
I threw the fucking ball, guys. God damn.
And they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field.
Fucking ball.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Gets open down the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires into traffic.
Let's go, baby.
Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33.
We've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He slings it deep to the left.
This nigga just stops. This nigga just stops running. Like, come on, guys.
Dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defender got
it's
his
like
hand
y'all
on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's
looks like y'all don't even want to
down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Back open in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Going to try to get it himself. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock. They'll get a quick breather. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. The Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off,
Like, bro, like,
rusty and all, came out with the foot on the
I know where you're going with the ball.
Really
I
good
still let them get away.
More of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing.
Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
He gets the
rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the route is on. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fight.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time.
Damn, he was mad.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way
Look at that, man.
Quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his target down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He looks that one in nicely. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Pocket starts to collapse.
I threw the ball.
And
Like,
here comes the pressure, and
oh
there
my
he goes
God.
down again. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Now improvising. It'll be incomplete.
You gotta be
Trying to
fucking
extend
stupid,
the
though.
play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Put that bitch on
Nice
the
job by
money,
CoCanes.
dog.
They're
And
mixing
he
up
dropped
their
it
look.
up.
They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What the fuck is that?
And it's batted away, and the
Oh,
4th
my
down
God.
play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Get my ass whooped.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Takes a hit.
Wow, he wasn't even over there.
It is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And
Right, he
is
wasn't even
taking
over
it
there.
all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. How
Hey,
about
come on,
that
dog.
play
This
to get a
nigga
hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, shit, dog. These niggas so
That's been
trash.
the best news on the day for this QB,
I
man.
don't even
As
know
a
how
former
y'all
quarterback that's done this
control that.
before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks,
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Oh, he
I don't know how you
went
missed
to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. The back goes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No. Has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable...
Damn, he was mad. Lol. You out. Sheesh. Goodness.
It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the middle. Got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
His defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it. Going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Trying to pick up a first down. The aerial assault continues. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought... As it is anyways, offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on second down after the incompletion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on third down. Trying to get to it. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Canes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. I think it was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Running it to the right. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown,